Well, Chef Nobu, thank you so much for sitting down with us to share your success story, your secrets to success. And when I look at your story, I immediately think like it was written, like it was meant to be, all of it.
Thank you.
And this was your destiny. I feel that when I look at where you are and the journey you've been on. So take us back to the beginning and growing up in Japan. What are your early memories of loving cooking?
Well, the food was always like an important, part of my life growing up. So it means teach my mother and the grandmother, so teach me how to cook with the heart. Example, and my room was just next to the kitchens. So every morning, my mother and the grandmother cooking, making the miso soup, so cutting all the chopping into the vegetables, grilled fish. So then every morning, I wake up to this smell and the sounds. So, then it's always in the morning, we have the breakfast as well. It's great. Always I so appreciate to the good food. And also my mom and my grandmother, and it's food is very important. Always talking about food. So it means my mentor, it's like they teach me how to cook with the heart. That's why I was a kid, I loved cooking.
And you still love cooking today, obviously. Was there one dish that mom or grandmother made that has stayed with you, that you still think about often?
Well, it's like my house has like the farm. It's a small farm. So they grow like the pumpkins, onions, some tomatoes, and, kind of mushrooms. So like morning, not the morning, like the lunch, so they making like the vegetable tempura. So my mom and in the kitchens, like the oils, like I catch for the vegetable, making the tempura. This is always I enjoy so this, my mother make the tempura for me.
I love that. You talk about how your mom and grandmother influenced your love of cooking, and I saw that your father influenced your love of travel. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I was 7 years old, and it's my father and drive to the motorcycle, and that day, so I asked my father, so take me to normally, so he take me to like back to the bike, so I hold my body, daddy's body, then drive like 10-15 minutes. So that day, I asked my father, so please take me like always. No, he said that day, no, today I'm going to the far away, I cannot take it. So after he left, like an hour later, and police called us, so he had the car accident. So it means, then he gone to Hollywood.
And your ability now to travel and see the world and, open restaurants all over the world, do you think that's your way of also honoring your dad?
Well, now we have restaurants all over the world. Only I missed cooked my father. Always like my mother, my grandmothers knows my food, but my father never taste my food, Always I missing to cook my father.
You went on to take an apprenticeship when you were 18. You moved to Tokyo. And can you share a memory from that time that really shaped your culinary philosophy?
Well, my mother and my grandmother, how to cook with the heart. And my first mentor is called a restaurant called Matsuhisa in Shinjuku, Tokyo. So he teach me how to pick the fish, how to clean fish, how to slice fish, how to make rice. All that technique from zero, he teach me. So means, I start like learning to especially sushi chefs, and also learn how to order Japanese different types of foods. And this experience, I learned to Tokyo, then went to the Peru first time. So then Peruvian influence, Peruvian ingredients, and also different culture of food. So then I start combine to cooking Japanese cooking and the Peruvian cooking. So I was lucky because especially Lima, Peru has a lot of Japanese immigrants. So they loves Japanese cooking. Also, they have own style called Nikkei food. So means, always they kind of like a collaboration Japanese and Peruvian influence. Then I went to there and, my basically my Japanese cooking, then combined to one like a clean, simple, and visually beautiful, and have to be tasty, Then I create the novel style food.
Yeah, I was wondering that because you mentioned going to Peru and then, also you were in Argentina. How did that sort of shape your unique style?
Well, basically, it's my style. It's always the Japanese. But all of my experience, the Peru, Argentina, then after I went to Alaska, each location has own style of food. Then, but also I have my own style of cooking too. Then little bit combine to different cultural foods, but still my food is basically Japanese food, I say. It's called a Nobu style food.
It's the Nobu style. You mentioned then going on to Anchorage, Alaska, and you've said before that was probably one of the darkest times, right, of your life, and you had gotten there to open this amazing restaurant, and then you had this devastating fire, not even, a couple of months in.
Yeah, it is, kind of my turning point, but now already past the fire, I was like Alaska restaurant, Peru, Argentina, then back to Japan. Then my last challenge, so went to Alaska. So, but after 50 days, so restaurant started fire from electric problem, then burned out 100%. I lost my mind, my passions, my monies, and I lost everything about. Then I was thinking about my life is over. So I mean, almost I tried to kill myself. But, finally my family so saved me my life. I switched on again, almost I did. I switched on again, but was not easy, but I wake up. Then I try to go to step by step, so one by one. And but this happening, so like I learned lots to patience, so appreciations, love, and don't go fast, So if doesn't have any this experience, maybe I'm not here. So it means I like to think about the positive thinking, not the negative thinking. Always all from my experience in the past before, that's why I'm here. So I appreciate my life.
I love that you pointed that out because there may be somebody watching who is an entrepreneur who has a business or a restaurant and maybe it failed or something tragic might have happened. And I was going to ask you, what were the lessons? And you said, patience and, it speaks to, you're here now because you might have gone through that storm, right? So what other advice would you have for somebody who's, kind of going through a tough time with the business and they're thinking, I just should just give up? Because you didn't give up.
Well, now I can say I didn't give up. But used to, I was tough time, almost I give up. But that's why I like to advise young people, never give up. So it means I like to go even 1 millimeter go out front a day. It's not too late, Step by step, one by one, never give up. But don't forget about ambitious for the dream and the patience. So, one day, so people sure going to flow. Never stay, never go back. So have to be go step by step, little by little, to go out front. Yeah. So, now I can say, because I'm here, but, everything I can explain to all my experience and, never give up. And don't forget about passion and the patience.
I love that, Chef. Okay, let's talk about your time once you got to Beverly Hills, 1987. Wow. Matsuhisa. So take me through that. How did the local community respond when you opened the restaurant in Beverly Hills?
Well, now everyone loves the Matsuhisa Beverly Hills. So, but, even 1987, so Matsuhisa is my surname, my last name. A lot of people say, cannot say the Matsuhisa, doesn't, but it's like, why you put the restaurant's name is Matsuhisa? Very difficult to say. Now, after 38 years after, everyone say Matsuhisa. Then, and so Matsuhisa is my passions restaurant. Beginning, I'm not planning to open my restaurant because, experience Alaska, so back the money to the loan. I never think about open Matsuhisa. But so one gentleman I met in Lima, Peru, so he was working embassy, and he came to LA, so stay my home, was talking about what's going on, what's your life. I was, talking about all my life to the past. So he gave to me the $70,000 check. Okay, this money I loan to you. Anytime it's back to this money, so maybe you can find some restaurant make your own. I was a little surprised, but 38 years ago, even $70,000 has a lot of money. Then I was start looking for new restaurants because that times I was working another Japanese restaurant, so this restaurant start for sale. I don't want to lose my job like Alaska. I have the family. I have to care to my family. I was a little bit worried about. So this moment, so money, I got the $70,000 from him. Then I was start looking for a small restaurant. Then, like La Cienega Street, I see now some for sale. Then take a look. Already has sushi bar, only small restaurant. Talk to the owners, and then 1987 in January 7, so my first restaurant opened in Beverly Hills.
Wow, it was just like it was sitting there waiting for you almost.
Kind of like all the my experience, kind of the destiny, like a coincidence. And that's why, always maybe my father, my God, watching to me, supporting to me. So it's a big, and it's a feel like.
I love that. So what was the initial response when it opened in Beverly Hills? So people were automatically like, were you busy or?
Well, it's only the 38 seats and not busy, but not losing money. Then only 7 people working with me, including me. And open 7 days, lunch and dinners. And, end of the month, it's like my wife said we working hard, no day off, but the end of the day, bank account is 0, no plus. But because I love to buy best quality fish, I go fish market every morning. Also, they have no credit. I have to pay cash because in the restaurant was tough time too. So food cost like more than 50%. Of course, it's labor, only 38 seats, 7 people, labor cost is high. But customers come very happy to be back again. But first 2 years, never makes money. One day, my wife, the Yoko, told me, excuse me, so we doing 2 years Matsuhisa. He showed me the bank account. It's always end of the month, it's a 0. No, even they ask no minus. So it means minus is good because, pay the fish market, pay the vendors, pay the tax, pay the land, pay the salary, even include my living the life too, So it means I was very happy. So, but also kind of another destiny. So it used to be that my first restaurant has 1 building, so 2 separate my restaurant and the next door another restaurant. So one day, so next restaurant, they left. So my landlord to ask me, no, take over the next door. Even I was not planning to this one, but after the takeover, so customers always waiting, not wait anymore. It's like more people, more guests, like more sales. Then finally, after 2 years, so Matsuhisa started making profit.
And then you had a plus sign. You started seeing the plus in the bank account, right?
And I was happy even so break even.
Yeah, that's very humble of you to say. Was there a dish that laid the groundwork for your unique approach to cooking? What was that one dish that showed you like this is Nobu style? This is me.
Well, you can see this one, but this one, my original Matsuhisa became the famous because of black carp. And, talk about, so Robert De Niro's and came to my restaurant. And first time he started eating, he loved it. Then, so Matsuhisa became too popular. So a lot of magazines, some kind of interviews, newspapers, kind of the same questions. What is the signature dishes? Then black carp, black carp, black carp. So became the famous this one. So still most popular my signature dish all over the world.
Is cod your favorite fish to work with? Or is cod your favorite fish to work with? Or
Well, all of my signature dish has the story, the background. So my first open, I have no money. So went to the fish market. I see the one piece of the black cod in the fish market, kind of like in the corner. Then I know this fish from Japan, and not even not popular in Japan too. But then I asked how much is this for the fish company people. It was very cheap. Then I take to my restaurant. Then I clean, I slice piece like this. Then, so this is a miso sauce. My original miso sauce. The marinade. One day, cooked, not taste enough. So 2 days marinade, tasted, not enough. So 3 days after the grill, I tasted, it was perfect like this. Then I start, so recommend to all of my customer to, we have the black cod. Then they taste it, everyone love it. Then, so this is like a stories about how became the black cod. So then Roberto De Niro loves this one. So then, still the most popular my signature dish is.
You mentioned Robert De Niro and this being the black cod being his favorite dish. When he first approached you about opening Nobu in New York, you were kind of hesitant, right?
Yeah. So I appreciate he first time he invited come to New York. I went to there. He arranged planes, hotels, so stayed like 3-4 days, and he explained to me at that time he owned the building in Tribeca, now the film center, now his office there, but it was empty. It's water is leaking, mouse is running, and he take me to this building. Nobu, this is your restaurant area. So this is my screen room. So this is my office. He explained all the meeting. He mentioned to me, his dream to, I'd like to be opening a restaurant with you. So then, stay home, went to the dinners, and but at that times, even now, my English is not well, but I understand what he wants. But the final my answer is, thank you, Bob. But, my restaurant is still the brand new, so not organized yet. And but finally my answer was, thank you, but no thank you. But he said, okay. But, still after I said no thank you, but still he come to New York to LA, always stop by my restaurant. Hey, Nobu, how are you doing? What's going on? Kind of like this. Then, so after 4 years, he called me my home. And, hey, Nobu, I'm watching to you doing well. So beginnings, I said, thank you, Bob, but I don't understand why he called me. So now he said to, maybe you must come to New York again, because I was watching to you in just 4 years, 5 years, a lot of good like articles, and like stuff is like looks like a beautiful, organized. Restaurant still busy. Now it's a restaurant much more bigger. Time to come. So then I was a little surprised because, used to, even the Bob asked me to partnership. Used to be Peru partnership, Alaska was a partnership, end of the finish for the not good relationship. I was worried about partnerships. So now it's Matsuhisa, it's nobody partner, me and my wife. So I was very comfortable. I started to worry about, partnership. But so this woman, so he was watching to me like 4 or 5 years. He asked me again. Then of course he's a great actor. And I love him. So now I decide to I can trust him. Then not only the big names, not only money, I can trust him. Then we start Nobu New York with him. So that's why New York already past Nobu the past 30 years. Still we have a good partner, good friendships we have.
That's amazing. Is it true in the beginning you did not know who he was? Did you not know that he was an actor?
I was crazy because I left young to Japan, Peru, Argentina. I never watch a movie. Of course, I know the name, but I never see him. I don't know what he did.
You're like, oh, it's that guy.
Now I know him.
Now you know. What do you think has been the driving force behind the success and the expansion of your brand?
Well, now we have restaurant of 5 continent, and almost all over the restaurant success, people love Nobu because, I started then like a kind of a training, and a lot of Nobu teams have people working long time. Many people start the beginning, and that means like a kind of like I used to be Nobu restaurant. It's a papa mama restaurant, like family, and basically Nobu's restaurant, the philosophy is like a family. So now, all the new restaurants, somebody knows the experience, go there, so training, so bring the task force, training the new peoples. So they knows Nobu's qualities, how to cooking, how to service, everything they knows. So that's why keep the growing, so restaurants open around the world. So it means good teams, good team leaders, educate for the next generation. So that's why the Nobu company keep the growing.
I love that the educating the next generation is important. Okay, we talked about this being your iconic dish and setting the tone. Is there only one dish that you created after a celebrity? It's just one, right? That's the Cindy Crawford one? You've only done one?
Oh, Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
This is the funny story. So Cindy came to lunchtime. And, lunchtime is not like no drinking, just like a quick lunch. So Cindy said, no, but make me something special, anything you want. So then, that time, so the technique, tempura, so I love tempura, but the tempura is a piece by piece. So, but that times, so shrimp, scallops, onions, or the seafood make one piece, called a kakiage. So kakiage means like a rice bowl, rice, and so made the kakiage, like one piece of the tempura. Then after dip sauce, top of on the rice. This is called a kakiage donburi. So it means, he asked me, no, what's called this? He love it. She love it. Oh, this is called real name is a kakiage. But let's see the Cindy rice. So she love it. And then next week, so Cindy went to the New York. So she ordered can make the Cindy rice. Nobody know because so manager called me, no, what is Cindy rice? I explained how to cook. Then, so my New York chefs make exactly the same. So serve the Cindy. So Cindy love it, you know. So then start all over the restaurant, Nobu, because people know the Cindy rice now.
That's amazing. What an honor to have the Cindy rice. So Cindy Crawford, Robert De Niro, at what point did you become the go-to chef to the stars? What point did you realize, like, the celebrities love my food?
So I appreciate people loves my food because, you know, I was thinking myself also, when the people come, because they trust my qualities and the food and service, very comfortable and very simple, clean, healthy, and tasty, you know. And especially the Hollywood peoples very care to the health. And, you know, 38 years ago, not many the vegetarian, not like a gluten-free, you know, a lot of people start eating the fish. But used to, people doesn't know much for the how to eat raw because not much the fresh fish. So I started using, so from bring the fish from Japan, went to use local fresh fish because my experience, my mentor, so teach me how to pick the fresh fish, how to smell, how to do it. No, so it means all of my experience. Then I start Matsuhisa restaurant. So beginning, you know, even the Robert De Niro's loves my foods. Then talking about, so then so a lot of celebrities come to my restaurant started. Then come to one time, they love it, come back again. So it means, you know, they trust our qualities.
They do. Let's see, you 67 restaurants, right? You said you're in like all over the world, obviously. Where's your favorite restaurant?
Well, it's always my first kids, you know, my first Matsuhisa's Beverly Hills, my first Nobu is in New York. So these two kids is like my favorite.
Is that your safe answer?
Yeah, well, you know, I like to say all of my Nobu, but your question is I have to answer to which one. So it means, you know, the first kids has like a more memory has because like a history come from Beverly Hills, Nobu New York, start history from there, you know. Then, so all my teams grew up from there. So now it's these teams like traveling all over the world, including me. So then teaching the next generation. So that's why original restaurant is very important.
I love that. What's your go-to order at Nobu? What do you order?
My order?
Yeah. What do you eat?
Well, it's depends, you know. Nobu has a lot of different menu. So raw fish, cooked fish, vegetables, meat, even noodles, you know, anything to customer ask us sometime, like I arrange to what they want. So it's a lot of my signature dish idea come from the guest also, you know, and depends my conditions, and I can choose from my menu too.
Do you have a favorite item?
I like these three dishes.
Okay.
So one the tiraditos, one is yellow tail jalapenos. You know, this of course is black corn. So we have the Wagyu beef, sometimes vegetable, sometimes noodles, you know, and rice, and you know, very difficult to choose one.
You said all my food is good.
Just try it all.
Right. What's one ingredient in your kitchen that you could not live without?
Well, it's like my basically the Japanese cooking have to be, you know, not only soy sauce and like the misos and some, now my kind of the signature sauce like a yuzu juice, and you know, I like to use also Peruvian ingredients like the chili paste, cilantros, you know, even very difficult to choose one. But now I create a dry miso, you know, it's kind of like my signature, my favorite ingredient, dry miso.
Do you have a guilty pleasure that might surprise people, a food that you like to indulge in that we'd be surprised to hear?
How about you?
If you listen, mint chocolate chip ice cream, but I can't do that every day.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. You know, sometimes, like I open the fridge, find the chocolate, I bite, nobody watch, and also depend to go to the restaurants after the meal. You know, some people eating the ice cream, like the big ice cream. can I give the one scoop ice cream, then take my, but like, kind of like, I cannot eat much too sweet because of my age, but, I love it. I cannot the choice, but still, after I eat, so little bit about the feel guilty too.
Well, ice cream, okay. Let's see. Any sort of rituals or habits you have in the kitchen that might surprise diners or chefs? Like when you first walk in the kitchen, are there certain things you have to do in order before you start working?
Well, I go to the restaurants, always I go to the fridge. The fridge have to be clean. Then, and like I have the sushi bar, so like this. So means display is very important because customer sit on the front, have to be clean display. And also, like of course, the quality, I slice, taste it, even the temperatures, all the details, not only one, have to be, so it means I see, okay, ready to go to open.
You're very involved from the front of the house to the back of the house, yeah. Anything that you don't enjoy eating?
Not enjoy or?
Yeah, something that you don't like to, like your least favorite thing to eat.
Well, I don't like the strange one. I traveling all over the world. Example, the winter times, I'm going to the Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is very famous, like a January, February, they have a special soup. I know, every time I go in the winter time, Chef Nobu, we have a special soup. The first time, what is that? He never told me about. What is this? What is this? Because I don't want to take my strange one. So then finally he did, this is Hong Kong is a very famous winter time, so snake soup.
Snake.
Then I went to the Chinese kitchen, so like a big, like a tank, like a snake the movie. Then after this one, I never tried the snake soup.
So no snake soup.
No snake soup.
Let's see. A lot of your time now is spent traveling. We talked about that. You also talked about training like the next generation. What do you enjoy most about teaching?
Well, it's now I go all the new restaurant. I mean, every chef's making the sushi different way. My step, the 1, 2, 6. So I'm teaching to like I was Dubai, Doha, Middle East, Australia, Africa, and I'm teaching how to make my way sushi. Sushi is like a piece of the sushi. Anybody looks the same. But for me, from all my experience, so sushi has very detail. How much you slice the piece, how many grams, depend of fish, how much you put the wasabi, and then, so rice is like how much temperatures, how much pressures, how many grams, all the like a detail. Then start 1, 2, 6, come the piece. This is like my way, and but a lot of young chefs just making sushi. Here you go. Then sometimes sushi very tough. Sushi have to be right after, so put in your mouth. Rice have to be separate in your mouth. Not necessarily bite. This is sushi detail. So now I'm teaching to how to make to sushi to all the detail step by step.
And sushi should be eaten in one bite?
Best way to one bite.
So I'm doing it all wrong.
So that's why the sushi
in half.
Yeah. So also sushi is a thick piece. A lot of people the soy sauce dip the right side, and also melt wasabi with soy sauce. Oh. It's okay, but it's not real way. Take the piece like halfway turn, take like this, and the soy sauce put the fish aside, then eat one bite.
Thank you, Chef, for correcting my poor sushi eating etiquette. Who have been your mentors, and sort of what lessons have you carried with you?
My mentor, like I start my mother, grandmother, how to cook with the heart. Then my technique mentor I start working Tokyo Shinjuku, like a sushi restaurant. So his name is Mr. Nakane. He's my first mentor. He teach me all the technique to now I do. So I am kind of the three mentor. mother, my grandmother, my first mentor.
Looking back, what do you hope your legacy will be, Chef Nobu?
What means?
Like when 100 years from now, we're thinking about Chef Nobu. What's your legacy?
Well, chef is always, okay, I'm a chef, okay? I'm a chef. I love cooking. And when I'm cooking, I don't think about the money. Always I looking for customer, enjoy, eating, laughing, smiling, happy moment. This is looking for always. So I'm not looking for title. Title means, a lot of titles, but it's my title is customer eating, smiling, it's laughing. So this is most happy moment I have. And how can I say the legacy?
What do you want people to remember you for?
Good memory or bad memory?
Good. They think about you. Obviously your food, but
Yeah.
it's also Nobu the family man. And
And I mentioned customer come to restaurant. So end of the dinner, customer come to me. Nobu, thank you very much. What means thank you? Thank you is my word, because you make reservation, so you come to restaurant, you spend the money, so we do the business. I say thank you to you. So many customers say, Nobu, so you don't understand why the Nobu here, why the Matsuhisa here. They come here, they enjoy the food, very enjoy the times, So it means so much appreciate that. I say thank you. This is so a great comment, and that's why. So next time they come, I like to try more best.
your wife has been with you through all of the different chapters, all the moves and restaurant openings, and how important has her support been to you over the years?
So it means talking about my wife.
Yes.
Yeah, we married over 52 years. And, now I appreciate more than 20, 30, 40 years ago. So because she has a lot of patience, I appreciate, and she support, and especially, so she saved me my life. I was in Alaska. And very difficult to say, and because a lot of happening in the whole our life, and marry Peru, Argentina, Alaska, and back to Japan, came to Los Angeles. So, a lot of happening, but very difficult to say one word. And I so much appreciate my wife.
That's so sweet. You have 3 grandchildren. Who is Nobu Grandpa Nobu? What is Grandpa Nobu like?
Oh, Grandpa Nobu is so spoiled. So I have the 3 grandkids. Always I say to the grandkids' mothers, my daughters, hey, you guys, anything you want. So kids watching the mom. So mom said, no. It's like grandkids is like a kind of a different animal, not kids. It's like, also I'm so happy I have 3 grandkids, still like, they, my DNA. So I hope that someone will take over to Nobu Matsuhisa, my job, but still very young, never knows. But I'm happy I have the 3 grandkids.
I love that. Okay, with 6 or 7 restaurants in California alone, what's your favorite thing to do in California?
To another restaurant?
Just in general, what do you love to do here in California? You're traveling all over. What do you love to do here? when you're in California?
I am not going to much another restaurant, but a good friend of mine, so Spargo to Wigan Park, he come to my restaurant. I go to his restaurant, very special occasions. Always we talk, and we are same age, as was born in 1949, and sometimes the drink opened the 1949 wine, and so it means beginning, before open Matsuhisa, he was like my idol, my heroes. Always I watching to what he do, and still I loved his work. So he made California cuisine, and he made a popular like his food all over the world. Then and still I love him. That's why I like to talk with him sometime. I go to his restaurant.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your friendship because you and Wolfgang are in this, this one-name chef club. We know Wolfgang and we know Nobu, right? So you told us what their friendship is like, but you say you do go to his restaurants, right? You enjoy eating at home. Okay.
I go to his restaurant. He cooked always. I cannot order. I want to eat this, but he keep coming to food.
We sat down with Wolfgang Puck, and he told us that your restaurants are among his favorites in the world. What does that mean to you?
He said that?
Yeah, he said that.
Thank you, Wolf.
He loves your food. Anything else you want to tell us about, your secret? If someone's watching, like your secret to success, what do you think? Because we talked a lot about how destiny really feels like it played a part in every step along the way. Anything else that stands out to why you've been so successful?
Well, it's, my food is like sure the qualities and the simples and clean flavors. Of course, it's visually beautiful and tasty. I don't want too much complicate or the mix it together. So it means food have to be quality and simple. So it means, my background into the Japanese, and so use the seasonal fish, and now it's a Nobu style food. So basically Japanese style of food, but all the different kind, like different nationalities, like ingredients, put a little bit together too. So this is way Nobu style of food, and I like to say, don't too much complicate, keep the simple and qualities.
I love that. Chef Nobu, thank you so much for sharing your secret to success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.